What's up? It's your boy Deizel here. So about 2 weeks ago, I made this video, which I'm gonna put it over here, over there, regarding my Kemi Moto tail light. We're gonna do the unboxing and then the installation of this Kemi Moto brake light. I'll say about a month ago, I made a video regarding this installation. So I made that video specifically for Kemi Moto. And guys, not because I couldn't afford it or I can buy it. Yeah, I could, but I made it all because if you look on this bike right now, guys, I would say 90% of the mods that I have is from Kemi Moto. So when that happened to me, I'm like, no, I think I feel the obligated to make the video, and I did it. I made it to Kemi Moto, and guess what? They responded to me. And these are few companies that actually cares about their customers. If you look at it, this is a very small channel. I don't even have 300 subscribers, whatever. I remember when I bought my not Cutline USA, my air horn. I forgot the name of the company. I'll see if I can put it somewhere over there. When I bought it, it only lasted for I'll say maybe 3 4 months ish, and I contacted the company. Guess what they did? They just threw me away, you know, because I'm not a big channel, I guess, and I don't have a whole influence on the community. So they just ignore me. So I went ahead and bought a new one. But the reason why I contacted Kemi Moto is because I have dealt with them in the past. I bought gloves from them, and I'll say maybe 3 4 months I started seeing the Velcro was coming off, so it was just not working. So I contacted them, and they asked me what was your original order number, few questions, and then I gave it to them. They say, "Can we get your address, Grant?" I said, "No problem." I sent them my address. 5 days later, I had a brand new gloves in the mail, no questions asked. And this is the kind of company that you really need on your side when things go bad. So when that happened, I said, you know what? I'm gonna take my chances, and I'm gonna make the video to Kemi Moto, and then see what they say. Again, the worst they can say is no, we're not gonna help you. Then I'll just go ahead and buy one. If you go on Amazon right now, that thing is almost $159, and they have so many brands, on Amazon. But this one particular, I love it. So I just wasn't just gonna give it up by any means to So long story short, I made a video. That video, sent it out to Kemi Moto. I really didn't think they were gonna respond to me, but again, these are the company that actually cares about the customer. It doesn't matter how big or small you are; they will respond to you and they will serve you just like any other person. I reach out to them, and they asked me again, we need your original order number. I gave it to them, and they were like, hey, this is past our return window. And I said, yeah, I know that. But they were like, you know what? Let's see what we can do. So we went back and forth. I'm talking to somebody in China. So by the time I wake up, I have an email. When I go to sleep, I send it. We went back and forth. Long story short, they sent me a link to make a payment of $20. I believe it was $21 with change. They said, go ahead and make this payment, and you're going to hear from us. I said, okay. So I followed the link, made that payment. They asked me to send them my, after I make the payment, give them the order number and everything. It's going to generate some kind of number on the website, give it to them, and that's all I need to do. I said, okay. I did it. 2 days later, they responded to me that they have received it, and I should hear from them in 20 days or so. And today, I got up for work, and guess what? It came in. So before I make this video, I want to thank you for watching, and also I want to thank Kemi Moto for listening to your customers. I know you didn't have to do this. I mean, when I bought this bike, it's going on 3 years now. When I bought it, I didn't know the exact route that I was gonna go with it until I started doing my research, trying to learn more about the bike, and then I stumbled across Kemi Moto, and ever since I've never looked back, and I've been using their stuff on my bike. So again, you didn't have to do it, but you did it again. So I want to say thank you so much for responding to this, you know, my concern, and you sent me a brand new tail light. And today I want to share with my viewers, my little community that I have, about how awesome you guys are, and I'm gonna walk them through how to install this um, tail light. I already opened the first envelope. It's pretty much nothing special, guys. Let me put my handy dandy knife in my pocket. But guys, it's nothing special. They sent me a brand new lights, and I truly appreciate it. Again, you go on Amazon, that thing is almost $160. So guys, there it is. There it is. Brand new taillight from Kemi Moto. The reason why I love Kemi Moto is because at least the stuff that I have installed on the bike, the ones that I have installed on the bike, everything is plug and play. Like this one is no difference. It's not like I don't know how to solder or anything like that. I do, but Harley already has problem with me with all these mods. So you can only imagine if I started slicing wires, and then next thing you know, they were like, "Yo, you voided your warranty and all that kind of stuff here and there." I just don't want to go through that. So maybe one day I will sell the bike, hand it over to someone, and I have to put it together, on how it used to be. So basically, I just like to buy the stuff that I like, plug and play. Even with my Catalan USA, the turning signal, everything is plug and play, very, very, very easily. Now, before we start this installation, I want to show you the before and after. Okay, I know when I filmed the video, the last video that I filmed, the light wasn't in frame, so I want to show you guys how it looked like, and I'm gonna walk you guys through how to install it. Now if you buy this whole set, as I show you in the video, it comes with the license plate holder and all that kind of stuff. This, they only send this to me, which pretty much that's all I need. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like before, and then we're gonna do the after. I'm gonna walk you guys through the installation. So here it is. This is my 2023 Harley Davidson Sportster S. I'm so sorry. I don't have a wide angle lens for this camera. I don't know. So I need to invest me some wide angle lens. But let's see how this thing look like. This is how it looks like, okay? So basically, when I made that video, this whole side, let me turn on the hazard so you guys can see. Yep, the hazard is on. And you see, it's only one light working here. So the entire half is gone. And I have maybe three lights somewhere over here, which is not safe. The bike is black. And I normally I do some night riding, and if you don't have a visible light, or you need to be seen, guys. And this is not cutting it. On top of that, it's illegal because the turning signal is not working. So today we're gonna do this installation, and I'm gonna walk you guys through on how to do it. Okay. Let me show you guys the front turning signal. There it is. This is the Cutline USA. Everything is plug and play, so I don't have to slice or cut any wire. Very, very simple. So that's how the Cutline USA look like. So I'm gonna set a camera, turn this off, and we're gonna begin the installation. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this seat here, and then we're gonna work our way. Everything here pretty much needs to come off. Just right here, and Man, it was raining yesterday and I was drenched. Yeah, I need me some wide angle lens. This is my air horn, the compressor, and this is part of the old one. So we're gonna take everything because the wire was very long, and I kind of tuck it in. So um, we're gonna remove this, and the tool that I'm gonna use this for is gonna be the Torx 25. I think I already have it here. Yep, I think I already have it here. So I'm gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna remove this, and this whole metal piece needs to come off before we can get to it. And then I have to, reroute the wires. I think it's somewhere down there. I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna find it, and we're gonna make it work. So let's get to work. Actually, when I bought this from Kemi Moto, it came with this Allen wrench or Allen key, and it's the one that had a little hole in the middle. So because two of these has a stud in there, and then this one is the empty one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one to remove these real quick. All right, so the rag is off. Man, this thing is dirty. Now I have to remove these two out of there. So before I do so, I'm gonna wipe it off a little bit. All right, so there is little bolts underneath here, and I can feel it spinning. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, this one is working. The other one is spinning. So let's see if I'm able to do it. If not, I go grab it, a plier. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of videos this year because of family and work. Pretty much, there's one more here. So like I said, it's very simple, guys. As long as you know how to turn wrench, you'll be all right. It's no rocket scientist. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this, and there it is. I'm gonna sit this inside. So let me see if I can show you guys this. All right, so this is the brand new one here, okay? And these two pieces, these two hardware, it came in the bag, right? But basically, you drop it here in the back, and then you just use this to kind of screw onto, So I have to remove those in the back here in order for me to, detach it from the frame itself. So um, it's gonna be a little tricky. Like I said, I haven't. It's been a long time since I did this installation, so let's see how it's gonna look like. Okay, make sure you keep all your screws together, so you don't lose them. It would be a disaster if you lose these screws. Okay, so it's just two from each side. I think something is holding on to that. I don't remember this piece. Yeah, this piece right here, I don't remember it. Maybe it might have came in the original box with the entire, set. I don't remember. If you do, just leave a comment down below. Let me know. Or if you have one before, just let me know. But I don't remember, this piece. But I believe it came in the kit. So I'm gonna reuse it again. However, I thought it was a little funny, fascinating to me to find that out. I didn't think so. Like I said, it's been over 2 years since I did this installation. So um, this is the wire here. Let's see. Come on. I don't know why I can't remove this, but again, probably don't even need to remove it. So let me trace the wire. Okay, so this is the wire all the way here. And I think it route all the way, come down here, and then it clips on here somewhere, So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to put it on the tripod again. I think this is a very good angle, isn't it? So I just remove the connector in here, and all I gotta do is just pull this out, cut this zip zip tie, and let it loose. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a new one in there. Anyway, here it is. This is the old one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. This is bad. I only need this. I'm gonna install it on the new one, and we're gonna put it back together. This is the new one. I just put those screws in there, or the bolts in there. I don't know exactly what they call it. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this. Now I'm 100% sure this came in the kit. Um, so because without it, there's no way you can mount it over there. So we're gonna install this and then tighten it up. Make sure it's very well tightened so it doesn't go nowhere. And before I do that, I'm gonna put a little Loctite on there so we can hold it in place. Let's see. Oh, can you see it? All right, let me put on the hazard. There you go. That is so beautiful. But I promise you guys, the installation is not that bad. It's very, very, very simple. I just have plenty time on my hand, and because I'm talking to you guys and pretty much everything, that's why. But really, it's nothing crazy. It takes about, come on, move, 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 move. It takes about 10 minutes. Sorry about the dog. It takes about 10 minutes to do it. Let me turn off the hazard. Left, which will be your right, and then the right, which will be the left, and everything is in perfect shape. I hope you guys can see. There's a little hole here, which I routed it through to, come out here and then go all the way down to the connector. And you don't want to be leaving all these cable here like hanging on these ties, because if you get caught in here, it can burn and rip it off and cause some electrical damage. Your fuse, like anything can happen, anything electrical. It's not even good. So whenever you're working on a electrical circuit, be very, very, very careful. That way you don't leave anything hanging. And I remember, because of the cable management, that's why I kind of forced myself and put it in there. I mean, look at the hole. It's almost impossible to fit it in here. And if you look at the connector that I showed you, where is it at? Right here. I mean, it's almost impossible to fit in here. Like it's not fitting. So apparently, I think I might have removed or loosened this little piece here with a relay, and then shift it up a little bit. I don't know how I did it, but I just did it, and then just rerouted. So if you look at, even with my air horn, see the way I wrap the whole thing and then put everything back in here, like make it look a little nicer. Don't just leave it, make it a sloppy job or anything like that, But basically, that's it. Um, it works. Like let's do it one more time, just to be sure that I'm actually facing on the right orientation. Bam. We're gonna turn the trafficator. Our friends in Europe, they would say trafficator. Oh, it didn't come on. I'm sorry. Okay, it's on actually. Trafficator. So yep. So now it's at the right orientation now. Let's move it to the other side. There you go. Very beautiful. Let's cut it off and try to has it. It looks very nice. Make sure the front is working. It is working, guys. It is working. So the only thing that I have to do is put everything together back the way it was. Make sure you don't leave any screw behind. If you have a screw left, there's something wrong somewhere. Make sure you have everything in there, and then you should be back in business. So without not wasting time, let's go ahead and get these done. So we're gonna put this on there. Use the long screws that came with it. Put this on here. I forgot the name of these type of bolts and nuts. It's already pre Loctite. It already came with a Loctite. You can see the blue thing in there. I don't know if I'm in the frame, but I don't have to use any Loctite on here. That's it, man. I just have to really install it the same way I took it up, and that's it. It's done. I need to get me a zip tag and just roll these, but it can stay there, no big deal, no problem. I just have to put the seat back on there, and we are good to go. So I just want to say thanks to Kemi Moto. Truly appreciate what you guys did for sending me a free kit. Sorry, I couldn't use my two hands to do it, but there you go. Thank you so much for sending me this to complete the project. This is the old one. It's pretty much trash. There's nothing you can do about it. It served me well, but hopefully we're gonna see how long this new one is gonna last. But it looks so beautiful. I cannot wait to hit the road and to start flexing. So thank you so much for watching this video. The next project that I'm gonna be doing, like I said, we're gonna change the battery on this bad boy, and we'll see how things goes. So thanks so much for watching. Deizel here, signing off. See ya.